Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone. Today I'd like to share some thoughts with you about anxiety and this age of uncertainty related to the COVID-19 threat. So anxiety is defined as a sense of worry, trepidation, fear about some future event. And there's a lot to be afraid of at this time. And there is the fear of financial problems that result from somebody in our family or ourselves being afflicted with the virus. There's the emotional impact of somebody that in our family who's afflicted with the virus, and we are there to treat them, and the uncertainty related to it. And there's also the psychological and physical impact to ourselves if we do contract the virus. So while those are legitimate fears, there's also some fears that stem from our own personal experience with some respiratory illness that we might have, or our own feelings of anxiety that we have had historically. I know people who have had issues with panic attacks. Now the panic attack comes with a series of symptoms, and not including the tingling of the hands and the shortness of breath and the feeling that somebody is about to die. And now here you have something attached to that shortness of breath, of a feeling that you can possibly die or become seriously ill with the COVID-19. So some of the things that are related to that overlap between the two is the shortness of breath. One thing that we can do to help keep ourselves calm is to understand that fever is associated with the COVID-19 primarily, and it's one of the first symptoms that come up. So if you do test yourself and you're not with a high fever, not with something over 99 degrees, then you might be able to calm down if you don't have any of the other symptoms as well. But if you are experiencing some shortness of breath, and you have a history of anxiety or a history of asthma, history of allergies, you might want to choose to do this before you start calling your PCP. You might want to try to use some breathing techniques or to use a breathing tool to help minimize the amount of oxygen you're getting in at one time and help rebalance your oxygen CO2 levels. It's what we call hyperventilation. When you hyperventilate, you're getting too much oxygen and your CO2 levels start to go down, causing the feeling of shortness of breath, tingling in the hands and tingling in the feet, maybe some dizziness. It also could lead to fainting. If this might be something that's happening to you, one thing you can do is you can breathe in a paper bag. Now, it's a very old technique that's been used for as what I know, some centuries, that you get a paper bag, small one, you crumble up the end, and then you breathe in and out of the paper bag, slowly, rhythmically. 1, 2, 3 in, 1, 2, 3 out. What this is going to do is it allows you to rebreathe the carbon dioxide that you're expelling so that you have more carbon dioxide with each breath. It allows your body to absorb it and then to help rebalance it. If immediately after doing that you start feeling some calmness, you start feeling less of a headache, and you start experiencing deeper breaths, then you know it's related to your CO2 levels running a little low. What you can also do is what I like to do. It's the hand technique. It's a hand technique where you use your palm of your hand in order to help regulate your breathing. What you do here is easy. You breathe in as you go to one side to the other, and then breathe out from the other side back to the thumb. Watch me. Now breathing out. Those are two easy techniques to help you regulate your oxygen to CO2 levels. If you're feeling immediately better, and I reiterate, then you know that it's just your anxiety coupled with probably some allergies or asthma that's causing you to feel those symptoms. One great thing that you can do also when you start feeling overly anxious is that you want to start reprogramming your subconscious. And reprogramming your subconscious is you do things that are going to help you stay healthy. What do I do? What I like to do is eat the foods that boost your immune response. And those foods include foods that have vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D3. Vitamin C you can find in all fruits, most vegetables. Vitamin D3 you can find in milk products and exposure to sunlight. And the zinc you find in nuts like cashews, what I like to do, and then you can eat some almonds and peanuts as well, among other things. But do research it and see what is loaded and what has high zinc products high zinc inside those food products. Also, feeling the sense of control to minimize the anxiety, get more sleep. Do take this time while you are in quarantine or you're sheltering in place to calm down, sleep as much as you can, watch videos that bring joy, and don't spend so much time looking at social media or looking at videos that talk about the horrendous nature of this virus. We already have the information that we need. We just need to follow it. Pay attention to information, though, that tells us of the one or two things that we can expect early on in the virus that may lead to an early response on our part to get medical attention. The other things you can do is exercise. Get some moderate exercise every day. Go out for a walk, go into the back, do some jumping jacks. Do things that are going to keep your body active, and do some planks. You can do whatever you can. Do some sit-ups while you're watching TV. Just something that's going to boost the body to make it know that it's still alive. Drink a lot of water as well, so that you can flush out whatever you have in your system. What I like to do about vitamins is I like to keep vitamins at intervals. So I will eat the fruit and vegetables at different intervals throughout the day so I can keep my body heavily loaded with the kinds of vitamins that I need. And vitamin C, there's some research that shows that overdoing the vitamin C is actually beneficial, especially in these times of uncertainty. So, to reiterate, keep your body in tip-top form. If you need to, fast. That means don't eat a lot of crap with a lot of high sugar and high fructose. Stay away from the crappy foods, the crap that includes anything in the bag, anything in the box, because it has high sugar. And if you want to be exposed to that, you're going to put your body in a compromised state to fight off what it needs to fight off. Thank you for joining me and sharing my thoughts with you. And please, in the next coming day, stay safe. And